Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Welcome back to Devils After Dark, the Damn It Unhappy Devils recap. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Happy Devils Super Bowl Sunday. Scotty, tough game today, but we will go over the Damn It Unhappy Devils recap because I got some analysis for you. But how are you, my friend?
Good. How's it going there, Sam Wu? Yes. Today we cannot ring the hell's bells because, the Devils did not come out on top. But it was a hard-fought game where they played well. See, this is what I was saying in recent times. These are losses I could kind of take and watch, even though there were those gross jerseys that they were wearing again. I was like, who was that team? Who was that team? But we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that. We will just talk about the game that was against the Pittsburgh Penguins today. Lots of news. Yanni Kuokkanen on the IR. Andreas, don't call me Andre Johnson, Janssen, a late scratch. And also, Jesper Bratt still out of the game. So Jack Hughes back, okay, from COVID protocol, which we are all happy about. And he made us some happy campers in the first period. But Jack Hughes is back. Marian Studenic was also in the game. And then we know big Mason Gearston, once again, was in there for Jesper. So in the first period, not too much going on. Looked like one of those early start times where both teams were feeling each other out. Had some good action here and there, a couple chances, but nothing, too out of the ordinary. Going into the second period, it was tied 0-0. And you get a little worried because we know the second period woes have happened to this team over the course of the season so far. But I really got to say, the second period is probably their strongest period today. It started out with Jack Hughes getting his 13th goal of the year. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if to see Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier cross that 20-goal mark by the end of the season? Oh, that would make me a happy, happy camper. But Jack Hughes got his 13th, coming back from COVID protocol, putting home the nice wrister on the short side. Zacha did well, working the puck into the zone, across to Sharangovich, and then back to Jack Hughes, trailing up the wing, much like we saw from Nico Hischier the past couple games as well. His 13th of the year at 7:02. Devils were looking pretty good. I thought they had a good period in the second. Matheson did tie it up at 13-16 with his 7th. I believe that was, no, that was just a blast. That was a blast from the point. There was a tip ricochet later on in the game. But that was Matheson's blast from the point at 13-16. Oh, Brian Boyle. Oh, Brian Boyle had himself a good game. Our boy Brian Boyle. Always like to see him having success. As long as it's not on the Rangers anymore. That's fine. But Brian, we wish you all the best. He had himself a heck of the game because he got a goal a little later on as well. But he had an assist on that Matheson goal. And I really thought the Devils had a good second period. PK had a nice good end-to-end rush. Up that trade value, as I'm talking about, Mr. Mikey McLeod made a wonderful defensive play, batting the puck out of midair, saving a goal for his buddy John. Good morning, Gillies, who was he had himself a pretty good game, I guess you can say, in goal. What else happened? Oh, penalty kill as well. Our penalty kill and power play. In the last, I don't remember what the stat was. Bryce had it over there. In the last 18, 19 games or something like that. Our special teams has been kind of elite. We're second in the league behind Carolina on the PK, and I think they said our power play was 8th in the last, whatever it was, 18, 19 games that Bryce was talking about those stats. And we have talked about the turnaround on the special teams quite often here on the show. So, it's nice to see. Big penalty kill. And then, the jinx stat came up. That's right. Devils undefeated on Super Bowl Sunday. Ooh. When you see that stat come up in the middle of the game, something bad's going to happen. In the third, Brian Rust put the Pens up 2-1, 36 seconds into the period, and you got a little bit worried there because you're like, oh boy. Come on. Pens are a good team, we know, but you get a little worried because we've seen the Devils start to sleepwalk in the past, but the captain comes through, getting some puck luck, putting it to the net, off a Letang skate, off of the post, and ricochet in behind Tristan Jarry. Nico Hischier also with lucky number 13, his own personal number right there. From Thomas Tatar and Damon Severson. Severson's got his 21st assist on the season. And good to see Nico getting some more luck there. The puck is going in the net. Like I said, wouldn't it be nice to see both Jack and Nico over that 20-goal mark by the end of the season? We can only hope. But then a little later on at 6:58, Brian Boyle, our old buddy Brian Boyle, went and put the Pens up for good with a 3-2 with his 6th goal of the season for a 3-2 lead. That's what I meant to say. From Matheson and Zach Aston Reese. This was the tip play that I don't know if you can really fault Gillies on this one. Boyle, which we saw do many times as a Devil, parked in front of the net. This happened just after a power play expired for the Penguins. So it doesn't go against the penalty kill, but the Pens were in the zone and working it towards the net from the power play that they were on. And then Gutzel gets the empty netter there at the end of the game to ice it. Tough loss for the Devils, but they played hard. See, I can handle these losses because they played hard, they hustled, and they fought all the way through. Lindy Ruff arguing some penalties. Too many men on the ice. That was pretty questionable there, but nice to see Lindy getting fired up about that. Like to see that. Shots on goal for the Pens, 8, 12, 15 for a total of 35. For the Devs, 8, 9, 13 for a total of 30. A couple penalties in the game. Power plays, Devils were 0 for 2. Once again, the Penguins were 0 for 3. Hits, 20-19. Devils had 20 block shots. Nice to see that. 9 takeaways. So they did pretty good. Nico Hischier getting a point on that goal. Sidney Crosby did not get his 500th? Is that what we were waiting for? His 500th goal? He did not get it. Damon Severson leading time on ice for the Devils at 24 minutes and 36 seconds. Gillies, 31 save performance. I mean, yeah, you want to see him win, but I mean, at least there was hustle here. It sucked to get the L, of course, but I can take these type of losses because at least they were in it there near the end. They had a chance in the last minute there, pull old Gillies out of the net and try to get the extra attacker on there, but it doesn't work out, and that's when Geitzel gets his the empty netter there at the end of the game. So tell us what you think on this big Super Bowl Sunday. Devils fall into the Penguins. Hit us up, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live. Like us, subscribe, all that good stuff if you can. We definitely appreciate it. It helps us be able to give cool stuff to you. When we get those tickets and stuff like that, well, the more subscribers, the more likes we get, then the more we can kind of muscle our way into getting some free giveaways for you. So please, please, please help us out if you can. Give us the like, give us a subscribe, and comment away. What did you think of the game today? Sam Wu is feeling better. He was day to day with a upper throat injury there. We're not going to specify on anything. But he's feeling better.
Non-COVID related.
Non-COVID related.
I wasn't on the protocol.
He wasn't on the protocol. Just a little regular stuff. So his upper throat injury is now cleared and good to go. He has resumed practice. The contact jersey, the contact producer jersey, has been taken off. He's back to regular hockey.
I've been on a liquid diet since Thursday.
Yes, but your liquid diet of whiskey is not the same liquid diet of Pedialyte that Dougie Hamilton is probably, being forced to eat right now. They're just like oatmeal. Actually, I don't. Everyone always craps on oat. I like oatmeal. I don't mind. I don't mind oatmeal. So whatever. Well, we're not going to get off the rails too far yet. Sam, tell me what you thought about this Devils L. It was a tough one, but they played well. They definitely played well. They played hard. They didn't sleepwalk. Not too many bad mistakes. Like I said, that too many men on the ice penalty. Ugh.
Well, and there was also the Studenic, which I thought was a goal. But the refs blew the whistle saying that
PK,
interference.
Right. The goalie interference.
So, I thought to myself that was a little
well,
petty,
if that was against us, naturally that would have been ruled a goal, of course. Yeah. That was against it, but it's for us, so no. Come on.
Yeah. So, and at first I thought it was they blew the whistle. The guy claimed they blew the whistle dead. But when when Dano and Kanji explained it, that it was a little bit of an interference, and I was like, that makes sense, because when you watch the play, I didn't hear the whistle. I didn't hear the whistle till after the puck went in. So that was a little, but I was going, just like any DVR, you're going back and forth to make sure that, what you saw is what you saw and what you heard was what you heard. But here are some of the positive things. Number one, defensively, I thought the positioning was much better tonight. In terms of the overall season that the Devils have had defensively. Anytime one of the D guys, whether it's Subban or Graves or anybody that would be aggressive, someone filled in front of the crease. Didn't leave a man open in front of the crease. I think the help was there. And when the two D were out in the corner, you saw the centerman take that spot in front of the crease. So that's good. I don't think Pittsburgh really had a clear look at the net most of the night. They had their chances, but most of those goals, I think the one goal was, dead center on top of the point. And just realize that it's nothing against Gillies at all, because I think he's played everything you can ask for your third string goaltender, but you're going against Jarry, who is very good. And I thought Gillies held his own tonight, and that's something he deserves a look, because he's playing, I think, for, look, the Devils got him from the Blues.
You're getting emotionally attached already, Sam Wu. You're getting
No. You
didn't let me
finish.
Here.
You didn't let me finish. Just let me finish.
You would definitely in the running for the Scott Clemmenson Award. I just want to say that. Definitely. He's leading the charge for the Scott Clemmenson Award of the year.
He deserves at least a look. I didn't say he's the goalie of the future. I didn't say he's the next Martin Brodeur. He deserves a look because he's the only healthy, reliable goaltender that the Devils have right now that can play at the NHL level.
Oh, of course. Right now, yes, by default, yes. But I think we.
But I think he's getting better and better each game, though. He's getting more comfortable.
He may make a wonderful backup.
Yeah.
I think he might make a wonderful backup, but we can't.
He's doing a lot better than Bernier and Corey Crawford, I can tell you that much.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. I think maybe that's the case, but the Devils still need to find a top, and that's no knock to Gillies, but he's been playing great for you're 100% correct. I just don't get emotionally attached. We like to get emotionally attached.
To me, it's
to
all
these
business.
Players that we see this potential with and everything.
Scotty. I think that Gillies is like the number one goaltender for the next 10, 15 years with these New Jersey Devils. But what I will say, though, is he has surprised
For
me.
right now, he's living in the moment. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you for I think he would make a good backup. He's going to go out there. He's going to hustle. He's going to give you his all. He's got a little bit of a weak blocker side, but,
Yeah.
Hey, he was out there. Oh, woo! Actually, I almost forgot about that. He made that split save.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in the splits when McLeod
don't
was
get
batting
emotionally
it out of
tied,
the air?
Scotty.
No, hey, listen, as a backup, as someone who could be a possible backup on this team, I think that's a good idea. But rolling and saying that's going to be no, we need to go out and get a legit start. Hey, I've already told you who I'd be interested in getting or what level of goaltending. I think that's the number one thing that this team needs to get and improve on. But
he
let's say hi to
his own tonight.
No, Gillies, listen, for everything that he's been doing and the situation that he's in, 100% he's doing a great job. That's for this time, for this right now, for this situation. But I fully expect if Mac Black does come back, that Mac Black will be put in as the starter and Gillies will be, in the backup role.
Yeah, the backup
I would think.
role, which is what he is. I mean, right now he's a third string goalie. And the point I was trying to make is, what if the Devils actually had an elite goaltender back there today? Would they have won the game? Would those couple shots on Gillies
the empty netter, you can't fault him. I don't know. The Boyle with the tip is they weren't bad goals tonight. I don't think Gillies played bad. I'm not trying to knock him. I'm just saying, don't sign him up to be goaltender 1A after a 15-game run here, right? Hey, by the way, just want to say hi to everybody who's tuning in on Super Bowl Sunday, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live. Benji is saying go Rams, by the way. Wyatt, Horning, Severson has to go. Benji agrees. Trade Severson. Rob Malicki, moral victory, poor usual. Yeah, Fitzgerald should be held accountable. I'm starting to agree with that as well. Yes, it was a moral victory. I don't even want to say it's a moral victory, but they played hard throughout. That's just what I want to see. The sleepwalking, Daniel calls it being a passenger. If you ever listen to the broadcast, no passengers, he'll say the same thing. I call it sleepwalking. Well, we all call it bad hockey. Bad, unwatchable hockey. That's what we don't want to see. They lose, but they fight, and it's they're in the game, and they're hustling, and they're trying hard, and you got your third string or fourth string goalie, I guess technically that you claimed off a wait. No. We make a trade. Did we make it? I don't even remember how we got Gillies.
I think it was for future considerations.
Future considerations. You got him throwing the splits out there. You got some young guys trying to fight for a position in the NHL. Give me that hungriness. Today, I can take the loss because they played well. I was excited in that third period. I was excited throughout the second. The first I was looks like both teams are still waking up from the early start. You can see the intensity was picking up, but second and third, it was whoa, here we go. This is a fun hockey game.
Had a very good game today. I thought
he had a good game. Yeah. Oh, he knows the trade deadline's coming up soon. He's going to step it up, man. He wants to get on a contender.
Yeah.
Send me to a contender. He wants
that next contract.
Oh, I know. He wants that. Well, he wants that cup victory. That's what he wants. He wants to go somewhere where he can make a playoff run. And I don't blame him. Hey, he's a free agent, so we thank you, PK. Please raise your value so we can get something back. We definitely appreciate that.
I hope his value goes up as well.
Yeah. He made a nice play, bringing the puck into the net on the Nico goal earlier in the second period. But I thought that they turned it on, and Pittsburgh is a good team, So I thought I thought they played well. They were exciting. I was excited. I was on the edge of my seat there in the third period and the second period. You get those every time the other team scores, you're what are the Devils going to do now? They're going to revert to this. They didn't. They didn't today. Then they didn't the past three games. Now, we've seen that before with these nice little 3-game stretches, and then they go into like an 8-game losing streak. So
Right now, they got to play hard. Those invoices are
to.
out now. They have to for the next 14 days.
Also a lot of contracts are up. Some of these guys, they got to start playing hard. Pavel Zacha, that contract's up. Ty Smith has not had a good year. There's a lot of UFA, a lot of RFAs. A lot of people can be moved. Obviously, PK. Thomas Tatar, you could probably, he's got an extra. I mean, he might be able to get something extra because he's got that one more year on his contract. Who knows? Some of these guys may be playing for a move here at the trade deadline.
I would agree.
So,
and I hope, I hope they find new homes, and I hope the Devils get something good in return.
Yeah.
What about VC? I mean, VC looked good today. I thought VC
if anyone wants to take VC, go for it. Go for it. What do you want for him? He's on a 1-year deal. Miles Wood is going to come back next year. VC's, I think VC's role with the team, as long as Miles Wood returns, I guess they're going to figure that out, but I would try to trade VC. I mean, he was a tryout, right? If he catches on somewhere else. Contract. Yeah, if he catches on somewhere else, okay. There's always some guys that are always going to come in on tryout contracts each year. So if he catches on somewhere else, good for him. Do I think he's a long-term solution on the team? I don't think so. I think we already have, Miles Wood, you got Nathan Bastian, you got McLeod. If you're going to keep that line together, I'm not really sure. Is VC? I don't know if I don't. You say he's a top 9 player? I don't think so. To me, he seems like he's a good fourth liner. What's he got? 6 goals, 7 goals? I gotta look at his. I would have to look at his stats here.
But he hasn't been bad.
He hasn't been bad, but I mean, he's replaceable.
But he can add some depth on the fourth line on a contender.
Don't get emotionally attached, Sam Wu. Don't get emotionally attached, all right? Ramona, trade Ty Smith. Hey. Yeah. Wyatt was talking about that whistle. Benji saying, bring up Alexander Holtz. I don't know if you're going to bring up Holtz. I don't know anything anymore. Mike Rossi, VC is a depth forward. Yeah. I don't think I wouldn't. If he's in my top 9, then I'm thinking that there's someone hurt and he's filling in. Just for me personally, I feel like he's a solid fourth line player because he can give you some good defense. He shouldn't make too many mistakes, but his offensive upside it's limited.
Well,
so I don't know if you already have someone. Does that mean you're gonna bring back Miles Wood and VC? It's kind of like 2 of the same player. I don't know. Is that a smart thing to do, Sam Wu? What do you think?
Well, that's the other thing too. It's the Devils have a glut of centermen, but it's not exactly, players go down all the time.
In 44 games played, Jimmy VC has 7 goals, 6 assists, and is a -12. Do you think that would be replaceable?
Of course.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is trade him and get at least something out of him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm saying don't get emotionally attached. That may want a VC, just for depth.
A VCR? They're going to want a VCR? Is that what you're going to say?
Only the Ranger fans like VCRs.
Who is anyone on YouTube?
Donnell Weaver. He saw Jackass Forever last Sunday. The movie was funny and hilarious, and PK Subban did good in the movie.
Oh, that cup, Aaron's poor cup, the cup test challenge there. Woo, or cup check challenge. Ooh, baby. That was something.
Tony P, why can't they sign a skilled winger? They always get bargain bin guys like Tatar. Makes a good point.
No,
point.
we've been saying this. We've been saying this for years. You get those guys that you're expecting them to have an above. You're hoping. Excuse me. You're hoping for these guys to have and to perform above what is expected at their age and at their state of their career. This is like classic New York Mets right here. You know, let's bring in Mo Vaughn. Yeah, that's gonna go well. You know,
Roberto Alomar. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, yeah. Let's bring back Bobby Bonilla. Yeah, you know, like this is classic Mets. You know, where you expect, you know, and love him to death, but like, hey, Curtis Granderson's coming in. You know, like, oh yeah, he used to hit 30. Yeah, he used to hit 30 home runs. You know, used to play center field. Curtis needs to play left field now. Okay, you know, like. He's not going to do that. You know, and Thomas Tatar, I know the name that always comes. Well, I mean, hey, it was all fun and games having Yager on the team, but, you know, how old was he when he was here? Michael Ryder, you know, Michael Ryder was a big offensive threat, you know. When he got to the Devils, like, yeah, well, if Michael Ryder could put up 25 goals again, you know, it's like, nah, he's probably going to put up, like, in the teens somewhere, you know?
Michael Ryder. I'll tell you what, when the Devils signed Yager, I never thought that day would happen under Lou. You know, under Lou. Because, you know, Lou was a real stickler back in the day because he had to be, you know. And then signing Yager, it was like, wow, he actually did it.
You almost forget he was on the Rangers for so long, too.
And the Capitals.
Yeah. It's weird. He's been because he's been on so many teams. It's funny, you know. He's just like that hired gun. But, yeah, getting those type of signees, you know, now it's Thomas Tatar, you know, you're hoping for an above than what's expected from this player. And usually when you're doing that, it's not going to turn out well.
Yeah.
So, you know, I agree. I definitely think they need a big winger. I think they need a goaltender. I think that's first and foremost. And then they need someone to start playing with these centers. I will fully admit I thought Pavel Zacha was going to take that step this year. He has not. I wish he had. We thought he was going to be like that 20, 25 goal scorer to replace Kyle Palmieri. I don't think it's going to work out that way. He's just way too streaky and just seems to sometimes just coast. And then games like today, you saw him on that Nico goal or the Jack Hughes goal, the Jack Hughes goal in the second. You know, it was his hustle work on the boards and actually grinding in and getting the puck into the zone and not losing possession, then getting it to Sharangovich, and then Sharangovich getting it back to Jack Hughes, who was coming up on the wing wide open. It was all Pavel Zacha getting it into the zone. We just need to see that consistently, and we haven't.
It's time to time to get out a hired gun. We need wingers.
Give me an Alexander Mogilny. Bring me Mogilny. Put him with Jack Hughes. It'll be like Gomez.
Start again.
Yeah, it'll be Gomez and Mogilny again. You know, that'll be. Yeah. I'd love that. Woo! Oh, that team. Oh, heartbreaking, that team. Still say I was the best team ever that lost to Colorado. Best Devils team ever. With the A-line. Oh, man.
They were.
Ginley Gomez on that second line. Oh, man. Oh.
Heck, Nemchinov was doing very well those years.
Everybody. I think Breland had like he had over 20 goals. Oh, my God. They scored so much that year. That was the Elliott 40 goal. Randy, oh, my God. It was so, I loved that team. Oh, that was so heartbreaking. That Game 7. Just like the Mets in 99 when they lost to the Braves. Oh, that team with that infield, and they lost to the Braves in the championship series. Oh, anyway. Still a good victory for the Devils today. I thought they played well, and this is what you want to see from the team. I'm excited to watch Devils hockey now. Well, we won't talk about the gross jerseys or anything like that. But other than that, I was excited to watch this game today. I wasn't like looking at my phone being like, what else is going on while the game was playing. I was like, let me flip over to the Super Bowl instead. I was like invested and watching this game, and it had me excited. So I'm not going to say moral victories. I'm just going to say they played well. They just got beat by a better team today. With a pretty stud goaltender in there, too, as well, with Tristan Jarry. So,
yeah. Yeah.
We'll see how Jarry does
what?
in the playoffs this year. Woo! He went to sleep last year. Man. We'll see how he does this year.
And the Devils, they play the Tampa Bay Lightning Tuesday at the Rock. We'll have it covered. Then, excuse me, and then an 8-day layoff because this is supposed to be the Olympic break. So they're making up games right now. And then we'll resume.
Okay.
And then the schedule gets heavy again. March, a lot of games in March and April. Down the stretch, as the Devils will be battling for lottery positioning, but also balancing in, trying to up the stock of several players to be traded. But the time is running out. That's all we can really hope for. The time is running out. And you know what? Keep getting those draft picks. You got another year of a high draft pick. But Jack Hughes is looking good. Nico Hischier is looking good.
Zaka for Lane. Oh boy, I don't know if that trade's gonna go through there. Get a defenseman from Phoenix or Dallas. That's from Ramona. Wyatt says Hischier and Lane together would be. Yeah, I mean they would, but I don't know. I'm saying get that goaltender first. Love you, Gillies. Would you be our backup? Would you be our backup? We'd like to offer you that position.
I kind of want Gillies where he's at right now, the third string. Just for now.
You want him on the third string? Okay, wow.
Third string.
Jeez, Sam.
Yeah. I think
now you're being
Blackwood,
harsh. First you were making him 1A, and now all of a sudden he's back down to third string. Boy.
I think he's earned it.
Is this how you treat Mrs. Wu? Is this how you treat Mrs. Wu?
No, I treat Mrs. Wu like a 1A. I'm emotionally invested.
That's a smart man with Valentine's Day right around the corner. Yes. Very, very, very smart man right there.
Yeah, you try to trip me up. No, I was on my A game on that one. Mrs. Wu is just like Marty Brodeur. You just let him play out his contract, win or lose to the end, give him his final game, and be forever a New Jersey Devil. But, the Devil screwed that one up. So.
What's this? Trade black? No. Well, we got a lot of trade talk going on here on the old Facebook Live, but I think that's what we're gonna have to.
A couple of years ago, we were talking about Carter Hart and Mackenzie Blackwood being, the goalie elites of the Metropolitan Division. Those days are over. I don't remember it. It's amazing how much they've fallen. Now, Mackenzie Blackwood's been hurt. I'm not sure about Carter Hart, But, I wouldn't give up on Mackenzie Blackwood just yet, but he's got to earn the 1A spot at this point. He hasn't been healthy. He's getting third opinions. That's the last we heard of his heel. His heel hasn't healed. So, right now, goaltending, you got to start from scratch right now. John Gillies has solidified himself as the 1C of the bunch, as far as I'm concerned. Could he be a 1B?
Go Gadget Gillies.
Could he be a 1B? I don't know.
I think he might be a solid 2. I think that's where he might be. I think he might be a solid 2. Because, listen, I love Gillies. Effort, you can see it out there. That dude is he is living the dream right now. He's in the NHL. He knows it may not last forever. So he's going to go out there and give you his all every single time. Hence we saw with those split saves and everything. I'm all for it right now. But in the long run, there's got to just be a more, credible, solid solution in there. I can't expect Gillies to, be robbing Penguins and Capitals and Bruins, it's just not going to happen. We got to set expectations for where they should be. But I think Gillies might make a very reliable 2. And someone I think the fans already kind of have a little, I don't know. I know I do, kind of little soft spot for. That's what I'm saying. Don't get emotionally attached, but you see the hustle. Fans, when they see that hustle in the player, when they see that desire to win, to really try hard, to give it your all, even if, you aren't the most talented goaltender out there, fans will respect that, and they will love that, and they'll fight for you.
So right now, the Devils need to go 30-2 to even have a chance making the playoffs. If Gillies can lead this team to a 30-2 record, I'll give him the 1B spot next year.
Okay. We needed a field goal. We did need a field goal, James Kelly. Touchdown! Well, we didn't have the touchdown man in the lineup tonight. Andreas.
He's at the Super Bowl. That was a cover. He's not hurt. He's at the Super Bowl.
We'll have to get an update, though, on him with I believe it was a lower body injury for him. It's upper body for Jesper Bratt. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I hear the music. Is there going to be a call?
I was going to think of something.
I thought you were going to make a football call.
Maybe I'll do it.
And Andres Janssen with the scratch.
I wish I had that Tecmo Super Bowl. When the guy gets injured, that music.
Mm.
And he goes to the hospital, and then once he's ready, then he runs out of the hospital.
Runs out of the hospital. The doctors are waving there.
Yeah.
Well, we have another big game coming up at home at the Rock Tuesday night. So you can expect a Woo report in the morning on Monday and Tuesday, I believe, Sam Woo. Is that correct?
I don't know when I do them nowadays.
Okay, or afternoons, excuse me.
Maybe at evening. It could be
It's mornings
at
for
any
me.
time.
It's mornings for me.
Yeah.
But it's afternoons for the East Coast. So you can expect some Woo reports. Hockey on Tap on Monday. And then we'll be doing some Game Day Live and Devils After Dark for the game against the Tampa Bay Lightning there Tuesday night at the Rock, 7 o'clock start time. There will be no big show tonight because of the Super Bowl. Who you got, Sam Woo? Bengals or Rams?
I got the Bengals.
I really got to put my picks in soon, and I'm so torn because my mind is telling me to go for the Rams, but I didn't, I picked against the Bengals the second and third week, and they shut me up, and I really, really have this feeling that they're going to pull out another miracle here,
Well, Joe Burrow knows how to
what I'm
win
gonna
championships. He did it in college.
Sam Wu throwing the
level-headed
stats
guy.
out there. Woo! I don't know. I'm holding off. I'm gonna look at some more analysis before I put in my before I put in my picks. But no big show Sunday tonight for the Super Bowl. So enjoy the game, whatever you're doing. Be safe out there. And then Hockey on Tap on Monday, and then Woo Reports and Game Day Live and Devils After Dark Tuesday night. Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's go Devils. Let's play hard, baby. That's
Just
all
one last thing before we go.
Mm-hmm.
Manestein tweeted out, Mason Geertsen has not played a single shift in the third period and played just 2 in the second. Do you think that had anything to do with the Devils' loss? I'm all about beef.
It could have been. I don't know. We will analyze it in the next game. We'll see what happens. If Mason's still in the lineup, if Jesper Bratt comes back, if Andreas Janssen comes back.
Well,
we'll see.
Geertsen's grandmother makes a great point. When he's not in the lineup, the Devils lose.
The Devils lose.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No, I'm a big fan of having the beef in there. Wouldn't mind seeing him on the defensive side, in that bottom pairing. But he's been playing hard. He hasn't taken any bad penalties or anything like that, and he's hustling. So we'll see. I mean, we have to look at the analytics of it. Maybe it was just a special teams thing, or something else why he didn't play. I don't know if he got injured. I don't remember anyone talking about that. But more reports will come, I'm sure. Sam will be all over it. And, yeah. Can't wait to do another Devils After Dark, Sam. Tuesday night.
Keep it here on the Let's Go Devils podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody. See you back on Tuesday. Till next time, let's go Devils.